Welcome to the show.
This guy got a mistletoe belt on.
Gosh, that is bad.
The whole plane smells like weed.
Those were the days. It's a joke, you idiot. Looked in the mirror, I'm like,
Good old innocent fun. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Troublemakers, the podcast where every week we bring on a guest and they tell crazy stories from their lives. As always, I'm your host, Dylan Krasinski, coming at you from a beautiful day in Brooklyn. With me to my left and your right, the insatiable and always hilarious, the indisputable Mike T. Kerrigan, everybody.
Yes, thank you guys. Welcome to the pod. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. You can check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere that you can find podcasts.
Yep, they know it, baby. We're everywhere. We're worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide, baby.
And with us today is another back-to-back returning guest. This is your third time on the pod, dude.
Yeah,
third time on the pod. Happy to have him here. Ohio native, New York City comedian, and the very funny Dominic Leonelli.
What's up, everybody? I had to redeem myself because that last one was 20 minutes after I got the COVID vax.
Oh, man.
Kerrigan kept saying you were a little, you were quiet.
I was with him because I remember he came to a club. Your arm, was messed up, but, dude, your color, you were paler than me. And I was like, dude, it didn't look right. The kid had that sickly look. I'm like, this kid's not that white.
I watched the pod, and I looked like I had a lobotomy.
I'm
my friend, he had...
Yeah, you're one of the reasons that if I wasn't sure before, after I seen the effects on Dom, he's like, your arm wasn't working. I'm like, when did you get the shot? He's like, 4 days ago. I'm like, 4 days ago, bro. Your arm's limp.
I couldn't move my left hand for a week. I had it in my pocket.
Yeah, weren't you?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What was the other thing you told me that scared the hell out of me? You're like, oh yeah. I was like, hey, what'd you do last night? You're like, dude, I got a shot. I was shivering for 8 hours straight.
Chills, dude, sweating.
Really?
Yeah. Oh man, I was messed up. I really don't want to get another one.
Hey, this podcast is sponsored by Moderna.
Yeah, 3's a charm.
Yeah.
How many did you get?
I got 3, only for work, honestly.
Yeah. Kerrigan, what are you at now? 4?
-10. I'm
What
good,
about-
bro.
Let me ask you a question, though, Mike. Monkeypox vax, is that one you're taking?
Absolutely not.
Or not even the monkeypox,
I'm just avoiding.
Are they bringing that out?
Yeah, bro, I can't wait for that, dude.
Oh, no way, dude.
Oh, dude, have you seen the people's faces on the pox?
It's not good, but I don't know what's in that shot, dude.
I think it only affects the gay community, doesn't it?
That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
Stuff's spreading.
That's what JJ told me.
I got a cousin, real homophobic. He caught the pox.
Dude,
First thing he told us was, guys, listen, I never did nothing gay. You guys know me. I used to drink a little heavy, but...
Oh, man.
That's my favorite thing is when you have super homophobic people or like when they're like in the church or in politics and they're like, we gotta outlaw being gay, and then they get caught in like a bathroom with like a 12-year-old kid and they're like, I'll tell we've made mistakes. I am the way God made me.
Yeah, that alcohol will do it. I had a friend, he quit drinking because of it. I have a real good friend of mine back in Ohio is gay. You'd never even know if you hung out with him. But the dude's super gay, man. Messed with a girl once, he told me, almost threw up. He's like, it feels weird. That's what he told me. And anyways, hey, man, it's his thing. And my buddy Meat, he was like big weightlifter dude, real like UFC Joe Rogan. And he would be making fun of gay people all the time, man. No matter what it was, he'd be like, yeah, he was probably gay. And it'd be funny to him, So then one night, I'm driving home from the bar, and I just swing past my buddy's house, and I see Meat's car in the driveway. It's like 3:30 in the morning. So the next day at work, I'm like, hey, man, what were you doing over at so-and-so's house? He's like, oh, man. So I asked my boy, he's like, yeah, he started messaging me at like 3 in the morning. He was drunk, and he came over. And he's like, I'm not going to say what happened, but I know the kid quit drinking. Kid was a raging. He would drink a 30-pack every night.
Oh, man.
Done.
Really?
And his wife left him.
Oh,
Surprise there when you're drinking a 30-pack.
And you're also gay. I mean, yeah, that's a reason for the wife to leave.
Yeah, he thought it was he had low testosterone. He couldn't get turned on around a woman. And he was taking testosterone.
I will be honest,
that's
a
tough.
little
That's
bit in
tough,
his
dude.
defense, one of the things he should have tried is not drinking 30 beers, right? before you're trying to, get your wife pregnant or whatever.
He's just like, I need to drink 30 beers just to find my wife attractive. I don't know what it is.
30 beers is, it's too many beers.
We always kind of knew because he always loved flat-chested girls. It's one thing we noticed about him. He'd be like, oh, look at her. And she'd just be like sitting there like nothing.
His name's Meat?
Yeah, we all call him Meat. Big
Is
weightlifter.
that for weightlifting or because
Weightlifter.
he's gay?
Nah, well, I don't know. He used to measure. I quit hanging out with the kid when we were younger because when you go to his house, he would have you measure your penis on his wall.
Oh, come on.
Everybody'd have their name.
Come on.
They'd have their name wrote next to his penis. Yeah.
What?
It'd be like John. John had the biggest one. I forgot. I'm like, dude, that can't be real. Like, he had to stretch it out or something. But I quit hanging with the kid.
Clear signs. There was all the signs were there.
Did you ever measure on the wall?
No, I quit hanging out with him. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna.
doing that either,
I
dude.
thought it was all made up. It was like 8 or 9 names.
Dude.
And I'm like, you guys are just pulling a prank on me. And I found out later in life they were for real.
Oh. Dude, that's weird.
Dude, I mean, listen, hey, people come out in different ways, and that's, I guess,
Yeah.
one of them,
I'm always suspect about guys that get too much into working out. I'm just like, there's a certain point when you're like, if you start shaving your legs and you're oiling up before the gym, dude, something's wrong.
Oh, I mean, you don't shave your chest?
No, but I had a buddy, right?
I do. I buzz it with the Manscaped.
Yeah, but you don't even lift weights, so it's all right.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Feel that gun, dude. Feel that. Feel that.
Oh, damn, you got some
kidding me? I'm
size
strong as
there.
fuck.
I have to start calling you
Yo,
Meat.
Look at this, dude. Yeah, Meat with 2 T's, baby.
The chest is different than the legs, though.
You know what I
can
caught?
admit.
I caught a guy, right? Buddy of mine, good, normal guy, cool guy. But he always claimed that he was naturally hairless. And he's an Italian dude. And I'm like, bro, you ain't naturally hairless. His legs like a seal.
That's
so finally, you know what I
impossible.
found? Go into the shower, nair. Kid's naring. He's in total. There's a lot of these guys. Their whole thing is with these guys with the smooth legs. They all claim the same thing. Dude, it's just genetic, natural. There's very few people that have no hair on their legs that are
Have
men.
you ever nared?
No. What would I possibly be using nair for?
I don't know. Your chest?
I'm naturally hairless on the chest.
I notice Asians have smooth legs.
Now, I'll believe it. If the kid's Asian, he's like, dude, I just don't. I'm like, okay, because some Asians don't have strong facial hair. But the rest, like my legs are so hairy. My hair's, you can't see it, but
Do you grow facial hair?
yeah, but I shave every day.
Okay, well.
I grow patches, I'm just like my grandfather. Hair on my head, it's identical. He used to get these thick patches. He'd say, let it grow. All our cousins, all faces patched up.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I wish I could. I have a little patch here right between.
I mean, you need a patch there, though.
Is
I always thought you shaved that.
What a weird thing, dude. People have said that. People have said that to me, and they're like, "Oh, you don't shave in the middle." I used to do. I was being like, "Yeah, I'm so anti-Holocaust. I'm so anti-Hitler. I shave it."
I mean, you're well kept. You shave your chest. What's that little meh? Just one quick one.
Yeah, dude. I gotta. Maybe I'll get some hair dye and just because there is hair there. There is hair there, but I just need to dye it or something. So
Dude,
it
get the
shows up.
surgery. Have them implant some hair from your head.
Dude, are you kidding me? If I ever had money, I would get this filled out underneath my lip, above my lip.
What? I mean, you got a full beard. What more do you need
No,
than
just
that?
like a thick, nice
Those
thick beard.
beards.
It doesn't get long.
It's gotten long before, but it kind of curls. It gets curly.
I can't stand. I don't know. Like, I can't grow good facial hair. I don't know.
I can't
if that's
even.
why you shave
I
it.
can grow a goatee. You know, I have the goatee area, nothing on the sides.
Yeah, I don't like all this stuff, with on TikTok, how girls are like, if he don't got a beard, then don't call me and stuff. It's like, come on, I ain't saying stuff like that. Like, if you got too strong of a jawline or whatever, like I'm into. Yeah, if she doesn't have this, don't call me.
You said you're into a strong jawline?
No, I don't like that.
Oh,
but
opposite.
I remember I was dating this girl, and she kept on trying to get me to grow my facial hair out. And I realized what it was about. I was like, yo, this bitch doesn't like the way I look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like, I got to change something about you. She's like, could you try a hat?
cover more of your face.
Yeah. She's like, do
I
something.
want to mention real quick. I don't want people thinking I'm looking for a girl with a weak jaw, like somebody I could just. Oh yeah, I could knock her out.
I did not think that, but hey, some of our audience members, Your last appearance, you talked all about boxing, so they're like, yeah, Dom, I don't know. He just wants this girl with a weak chin.
Yeah.
Girl who can take a punch.
I dated a girl once, and something that just bothered me about her, she just had way too much jaw. Like, she was just...
She's an underbite.
Yeah, she was always chewing stuff, too, so it was a strong
Like a bulldog.
jaw. Yeah, she had all the time. Dude, I'm telling you, she'd just be... just chewing taffy, all this stuff, chewing gum. I'd be like, give your jaw a rest.
That's a strong
Hey,
jaw,
what are you
dude.
eating? Peanuts? She's like chewing whole walnuts, like with the shell on. Like, oh my goodness.
Cracking them open.
It was thick. My uncle told me back in Ohio what they used to do in the 70s. That was like a thing to have a strong jaw.
Yeah.
And he said boxers, to get like their jaw stronger, they used to shoot monkey cum in there. I don't know if it's true. But yeah,
Well, this episode's not getting monetized. I'll tell you that.
that was like a thing.
We
they
hit
used to do.
COVID, monkey cum, monkey pox, your buddy Meat measuring his dick. We're not even 5 minutes in.
I will
Jesus.
say now that if you do get monkeypox on the scene, the rumors are going to fly.
Oh,
Right? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
not going to be good.
Yeah,
Oh, no
plus
way.
I'm always hanging with JJ.
Yeah.
Former guest, good friend of ours, JJ Lieberman. Shout out to him. Go follow him.
He's wild.
Dude, that would, it's like, not good. So how you been doing, dude? You've been away. You're back now. You were on doing cruise ships and everything?
Yeah, actually, I leave again in a couple of days. I'm going back to the Bahamas.
Oh, fuck, dude. I'm glad we could squeeze you in.
Is Bahamas so far your favorite one to go to?
Nah, honestly, it's the least favorite. The Bahama Islands they take us to is like stuff that it's just very touristy. Small beach.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard they don't even, they like make an island. They like make fake islands for these cruise ships to just dock, and it's not even the culture of what other country you're in. It's just like tchotchkes and all this like fake tourist stuff. Is that what it is?
What is tchotchkes?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
what
hear
that
that
is
a
either.
lot. I don't know what
Tchotchkes?
that is.
It's
Yeah.
like knickknacks, like little things, like little just like a
collectibles.
Yeah, a bracelet, a seashell with like the name
Sometimes-
Bahamas written on it.
Sometimes certain islands you get lucky, and they're the island people. They see the boats coming in, and they get excited because they know this is money.
Straight up.
Yeah.
They'll charge the island. They'll be trying to sell you bracelets, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like DR. I like DR is pretty. The people down there are hustlers, man. They'll put they'll put necklace on you. No, so hey, my friend. They'll sneak it up right behind you. You'll be like thinking you're getting mugged, and you got this nice pearl bracelet on, and they'll take a lighter. Look, it's stone, and they'll be burning it right in front of you. And he's all like, it's okay. You'll be, how much? And he's, no, trust me. They'll put one on your wrist. I'm like, dude, I just, how much? And then I finally go, for you, they get the calculator, $280. You're like, I told him, I said, bro, I was going to spend $10. He goes, $10? I go, yeah. He goes, here, take it. I'm like, what? Dude, are you really trying to get me this bad?
Dude, what is the how is it when you're on the cruise ship? Because you're working on the cruise, you're doing comedy on the cruise ship. I've never been on a cruise, but I've heard that they're awesome. So fun.
Yeah.
Eating,
I have a blast.
whatever you want, drinking, and then so you're just doing comedy. Now, are you getting to enjoy the kind of like during the day? Are you getting to live like you're on the cruise ship?
Yeah, I basically hang with the other comedian a lot. We'll just chill out, we'll write, but the food's great. Yeah, I like to tan on the deck. I like the ones when you're going to a warm place so you can chill outside.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
did Alaska. It was I'll be honest, the Alaska's great and beautiful, but just the time on the boats, like unless you're into like looking at whales, it's like raining, it's cold.
Yeah, that's a tough cruise.
You got a surfboard, that simulated surf thing on your cruise ships?
Nah, I didn't see that.
Oh man, I love watching it because sometimes you'll see like someone who shouldn't be going on. They're like, yeah, you got this, and they just get totally wiped out. And they get stuck in the waves.
Dude, you were telling us one thing. You're not allowed to like fraternize with the guests, right? You're not allowed to like talk to girls. You're not allowed to even like talk to the guests.
Real quick, real professional,
That's
and you gotta be like,
crazy.
I gotta get going because these guests are drunk a lot. You never know what they're gonna say.
Well, that's true.
Now, how does it work like this? Do you get like a drink? Those guys customers? Do they get like a drink band that's like all you can drink?
Yeah, I think each one's different. I think they have a drink package.
Yeah.
The most common is you get 15 drinks a day.
Dude. Oh, come on.
That's pretty good, dude.
I think you have to wait every 5 minutes. And what the game is, a lot of these guys get these drink packages. And, I mean, you're pretty good after 3 or 4 drinks, and they'll start trying to buy drinks for the girls, but you got to wait 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Girls will wait it out. You'll see, like, some old guy, 70 years old, he'll be like, let me buy you a drink. And they'll just got to sit there, they drink it, and then you just got to wait 5 minutes.
I feel like cruise ships are just wild people go on them. Have you seen wild stuff on it?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of wild stuff. I see a lot of, I see very commonly is people's wives banging other people. Like,
really?
Yeah, and it's a real problem.
Like that they're okay with it, or it's just happening behind their back?
I think maybe a little bit of both, but I think even if you are okay with it initially, after you see, you really get to see what type of person your wife is with a stranger, you're probably like, you're not okay with that at that point, because it's always the next day. It's just very quiet at the airport,
Especially if they're like so much more into it, and they're like, I've been married to you for 20 years. I've never heard you say those things.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Real
yeah.
awkward.
I see some wives acting crazy on the boats.
Really?
And the guys just get embarrassed, There's nothing they could do about it. They just sit there. One guy was locked out of his room all night.
Really?
Yep.
Because there was a dude in there with her?
Yeah, I guess there was a few different dudes. She was just lining them up on the deck. Dude, you pay all this money, and then your wife's in there banging 3 or 4 guys.
Oh,
It
buddy.
ain't right. It ain't right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's, listen, you hear about a lot of these people killing people on cruise ships. I mean.
Really? I never.
Yeah, there was like guys like, that's like, I feel like there are all these stories of like, guy goes on a cruise ship with his wife and she falls off the side,
Right.
and they're like, oh, I had what? This is crazy.
You get the balcony room.
Oh, jeez.
I'll tell you, it would be an easy way, because you get these balcony rooms. How are they going to know if she jumped?
Do you get a balcony room?
No, I stay down. They give me whatever room. It's always hit or miss. Sometimes I have, it's always different, actually.
Really?
So the rooms, and honestly, the room to me is cool. I kind of prefer a room with no windows. Some people always complain, I didn't get a window. But I like it. Pitch black. I sleep a lot.
Oh, that's not bad.
Honestly. I
Really?
eat. I sleep. I like the cruise ships with the movie theaters in them.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Yeah, it's cool. You get to go watch a movie when you're bored, a play.
Do they allow you in the pool?
I know, but honestly, maybe, but I
Really?
wouldn't go anyway.
Why?
Because you just see the people in the pool. It's all these kids in there. I don't know. I wouldn't go. That's the big argument with the cruises. A lot of comedians are like, oh, are we allowed in the pool? Are we not allowed? And I'm looking at that pool like, I don't even want to go in it. Like, but I think you're allowed in it. One of the rules is you can't wear a sleeveless shirt. So maybe you could be in the pool, but you need a shirt on.
Really? Why
That's
can't you
weird.
wear a sleeveless shirt
I guess just try to look professional.
all day? All
Yeah,
the
just
time?
the workers, I think.
Oh, that's weird.
Like, I got to come with a certain, maybe like a style. I'm the entertainer, it's,
You got to get one of those button downs.
Yeah.
Just keep it loose, like
Yeah.
open down to the belly button.
like them Italians do.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Oh man. So how you do? Are you dating?
No, actually, I haven't had time to. Just being on these boats, I'm leaving again. I was thinking about getting back with my ex if she can get off dope, but I don't know.
What?
Yeah, she's always going to sex parties and doing dope.
Yeah, you'd always be running these things by me, and you'd be like, "Hey, Mike, I might set you up with my girl's roommate," and then you'd be like, "By the way, though, I'll be honest with you, she goes to a lot of these sex parties." I'm like,
Dude,
"What?"
One time I was sitting on their couch. She goes, she's telling us about this time last night that she had. I'm sitting on her couch. We're sharing a meal.
This is the
dipping in
friend
the
of
same
your
chip
girlfriend.
bowl. Yeah. And she's like,
Dipping in the same chip
yeah,
bowl.
she goes, I let 6 different guys hit at the party last night at a sex party. And I guess there's like condoms with bowls with like it's kind of safe, but she's like, it's really up to you if you want them to wear one.
Oh my
6
God.
different dudes hit. And she's one of these girls that she can't, nobody's ever really talking to her, but they go to these sex parties and dude, it's just these guys are desperate there. So she feels like a 10 at a sex party. Everybody's running through it. And then the buzzer rings. She's telling me 6 guys. She ran through it all night. And the buzzer rings, and she's like, and I got a date with this guy. He's such a nice guy.
Oh.
She goes, I think I'm going to take it serious with him, but I want to wait and get all this out of my system.
Oh,
This
that's
poor guy
brutal.
showed up with flowers. Dude, I wanted
Really?
to pull him to the side. And you know something? He was my height. I'm like, what's up with these short guys will deal with too much.
I know.
man.
Dude,
I know.
Listen, you gotta bring him flowers on a first date. That's a lot.
Right.
That's too much. I think that's a creepy move.
At this point, I mean, no offense with these ladies' track records, you should be getting dandelions from the sidewalk. You know what I mean?
We've had a run of podcast episodes where I think we've lost all female listeners at this point. Kerrigan, we need to get you into a relationship with a nice lady, I think. I think your perspective on women would
that
change.
would make that better?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh,
it would
much
really.
worse.
No, I
Okay,
think
where
it would
you, where
change
you
it up.
where you getting this nice lady in this city? We'll go out tonight. You get me a nice lady.
Yeah, dude. I meet a lot of nice ladies.
No, I mean they're friendly. I like them, but I'm talking track record here. I mean,
what do you mean track record?
I'm talking possibly a wife here. You can't
Yeah.
be racking up
Yeah,
over
but-
100 partners and then sitting down making my kid a PB&J.
You can't blame them for what they did before they knew you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
dude.
you can't. But I'm looking into it because okay, this is for the ladies because they're living in a delusional land where they're like, no, because they got these. You know what it is with women? I love them. They got that one whore friend who's
my
always,
God,
you know, the
Michael.
whore friend.
Oh, I know
She's
it.
like, no, girl, you go for it. Oh,
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with you getting played out by 10 guys you don't know. Like that's
Right.
fine. I
Live
remember-
your life, boo boo
But
YOLO.
this is on the other side. Like I seen the guys that these girls usually want to go for. You know, these tech guys that have money. So I'm hanging out with one. I was doing a job for him. He's a young guy.
Okay.
Goes on the date with the girl, going great. He's thinking about dating her. He's like, okay, she's hot. The date went well.
Okay.
Then the girl eats his ass. Right? I don't know. I'm not into that for the people and the kids, turn it off, but it's just something going on. So she eats his ass, and he goes, yeah, man, I was thinking about dating her, but he's like, I don't want some girl who's eating ass picking my kids up from school. So remember that, ladies.
God.
Respect yourselves.
I mean, they got Listerine out there.
Yeah,
Well,
listen, hey, we are a sex-positive podcast here on Troublemakers. we don't
not on
shame.
this half is unsex positive.
No,
I'd say-
dude. We appreciate everybody. No kink shaming around here. Michael's got his
Dude,
things.
I'm not kink shaming. I'm just letting them know, like, that guy she was potential marriage material. She went over the line. He's like, nah, she's done.
See, I don't mind what you do before you know me, but my whole thing is I don't like these girls that like are homie hoppers that they love to bang all your friends then date you. It's like they get off on that.
Oh, yeah.
They'll invite them over.
What kind of people are you hanging out with?
Dude,
Both
Mike
of
will tell you, one of
guys.
my girlfriends, she was a comedian. I won't date comedians now. There'd be times I'd be hosting a show, I'd be looking around the bar, it's 7 dudes banged her. And she'd be giving them drinks. And I just got to sit there. She's running outside, talking with them, getting lunch. And I'm just like, this is no good.
Dude, I mean, guys like me and Dom, boil it down. We're sweethearts at deep down, and these girls, they'll just walk all over.
Hey,
you
listen,
let
if
them.
I was to pick an adjective to describe both of you, sweetheart would definitely be in the top 3. Definitely in the top 3 of adjectives. A bunch of sweethearts sitting at the table with me.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Dude, how do you like the new setup? At the table instead of the
Oh,
couch?
Dude, this is nice. I
Way
like the
better,
background.
dude.
You got
Way
the little
better,
polo
huh?
bear or whatever.
Those are the sea otters, a little throwback to our old name.
Oh, no way. I never knew that's what a sea otter looks like. Looks cool.
That's hilarious.
Tell you what I've been seeing is seeing a lot of animals getting eaten. You ever see, like, dude, I'll tell you what's cool about the crew. You get to see, I seen a bear eating salmon. It is just a thing.
In Alaska?
They could just smack their head in the water and come out with a huge salmon. Just yeah.
That's wild. That's pretty cool.
I think I see seals getting eat all the time. They're always getting
What's
chewed
eating
up.
them? Polar bears?
No, the seals most of the time will be on a rock with like an eagle picking at them.
Oh, dead.
Yeah. Washed up.
Dude, I bet you. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't look forward to having to eat a seal. It's all blubber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How much blubber could you actually
Somebody
ingest?
was just telling me, you know how you kill a tuna? You can't kill it to where it has adrenaline. So you got to knock it out first. So
Oh,
if you ever see people killing tunas, they just club them in the head multiple times.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Tunas are big. dude.
Damn.
Yeah, huge.
Wow. Yeah, isn't that rude? I mean, the seal's the only animal that we refer to their fat as blubber. I feel like that's a mean thing to do. It's just we call it,
And maybe a penguin.
Oh, penguins? Yeah.
I think maybe that's blubber.
Well, as a former fat guy, you're sensitive to
Former,
that.
I appreciate you saying former. That's
Yeah.
really, really appreciate
What,
that.
were you big as a kid or small?
I was, you know what? I don't know. I was
Like,
always
you weren't
a little,
fat kid right out the gate.
kind of. My memory is that I was always a chubbier kid.
Okay, so you were a
Always
little
up
chubby.
in. And then in college, oof, man, my freshman year of college, people were like, oh, you put on the freshman 15. So I was like, oh, I got plenty of stuff to do. I was eating like, we would go to dinner, and then like on like a Tuesday, I would order like a calzone at like 11 o'clock at night and just eat a calzone and then drink like all. And I put on like 40 pounds my freshman year.
I did not gain weight as a youth. But I also didn't eat a lot, but I could if I wanted. Were you fat when you were born?
No, I had a little couple periods. I always lose weight and go off and on. I could see how you wouldn't gain weight. Did you ever eat at Mike's house?
Oh,
you can't
dude.
finish a slice of bread.
Dude, you wouldn't. You don't even want to know.
Dude,
Why? What happened?
It's thick. I mean, it's like the food's real. You're eating real bread.
You like stew because you're gonna be eating it for 7 days in a row.
Carrots. You ever
So
just
your parents'
eat
house?
6 carrots?
Oh, it's a lot.
You'll
It's
be
a lot
full,
of fiber, dude.
2 potatoes, 6 carrots.
Bro, real old world food over at
Dude,
my
Real
place.
Irish
Boiled.
off the boat.
The bread's like this thing that your podcast stuff is.
Dry like a book. It's like chewing a book.
And you try to cut it.
Oh, you ain't. Yeah, you need a special knife for
You
it.
got to drink milk to swallow
Oh
it.
yeah.
Do you guys have, on St. Patty's Day, do you have the traditional meal of corned beef and cabbage?
Corned beef and cabbage is actually, since we'll get
It's an American meal.
Yeah, that's the American version. What now? The traditional would be spare ribs or ham.
In Ireland?
Yeah,
Spare ribs.
spare ribs are
You
cheap.
love spare ribs.
All pork. See, corned beef, that's an American thing. That's like a cheap cut of beef, but in Ireland it's all pork. Back in the day.
Interesting.
Well, they don't got cows in
No, they
Ireland?
do. It was traditional food. That would be like my family were farmers. I asked my dad because I was like, because they're cattle farmers. I'm like, oh well, they must have had steak. He's like, dude, we never ate steak. It's too expensive. You'd sell the cows. You know what I mean? The pig was the cheaper animal, grows quicker.
Yeah.
The cows were like, get
Damn.
the milk. That was it.
You had to grow up off pork. Like, I'm not a big pork guy.
Oh, I love pork. I mean, bacon. Dude, Chinese spare ribs from like a Chinese restaurant. So good when they come in that little like bag rolled up. You eat them.
Yeah, especially in your area, the hood Chinese
Real
stores.
good,
That's the
man.
best Chinese food.
Dude, my roommate one night, he goes down to this is when I lived in Bed-Stuy. He goes down to the local Chinese place. And I used to do laundry beside it, so I knew what was going on. I'm like, dude, never eat there. He gets the beef teriyaki sticks.
Stop.
Bites into it. He goes, he can't smell or something or taste. He goes, Mike, is this good? I smell it even through the sauce. I go, dude, that meat's rancid. He had already eaten one. Raw. Raw beef teriyaki from Chinese restaurant. And he didn't get sick.
And
thank
it
God.
wasn't beef. Dude, let's be honest.
Yeah, who knows, right?
Some of these food trucks, I'm done with it all. I got sick off some tacos right in West 4th. I'm like, dude, what type of meat is this? I brought it back to the guy.
Dude, I got food poisoning a couple months ago. It was brutal. It was brutal. Like waking up, I haven't thrown up in years, and I was puking, dude. It was awful.
Dude, speaking of
Awful.
puking, how terrifying is a sober puke?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I hate it.
Because when I was a drinker, I knew when the pukes would come, it would be early in the night. I'd be smoking a butt or something. And I just puke it out. When I quit drinking, you're sober. You're like you're like shaking. You're sweating.
Oh, brutal.
Everything's better when you're drunk, though. You could deal with it better.
You don't even feel it. You don't even care.
I don't care if she's cheating.
Are you back drinking?
Yeah, I need to quit again. That's where I'm putting the weight on, man.
You look good, dude. I think you look thin.
I've been trying to do a little bit of stuff. I've been drinking juices. Trying.
Luckily, you don't drink beer.
Yeah, beer would destroy
Bro, if you
me.
were a
Yeah, I don't
beer
drink
guy,
beer either.
Beer guy, you'd have 30 pounds on you.
Straight whiskey. That Makers, dude. That's what I drink right there.
I drink Maker's Rocks and I drink High Noons and White Claws.
We might
I
have
need
to do a
seltzers.
Maker's Rocks after the show.
Dude, I would. I wish you said it. I got an open bottle right there. We could crack one in.
Yeah.
I could crack one open for you.
Not me.
Not you, Michael. You're not gonna. You wouldn't
Absolutely
break
not.
your sobriety for the podcast.
Kombucha, baby.
I
love kombucha.
respect how he don't break it. We almost broke his when me and Mike went on the road. We did our little tour, all wineries. This dude don't drink. I don't drink. I broke mine.
Having
on
a
the
little
thing.
glass of wine or
No,
something
what
like
I did
that.
is I did have I had a kombucha, and
8% alcohol.
yeah, it was
in
8 or 9%. So I was like, I think I ended up having 2, and I could feel the
buzz coming
I could
back.
feel the booze. And that's
Next thing we know, Mike's doing coke in the bathroom.
Yeah, he was looking for a car. I got to drive it into this place.
The thing is, I know that's exactly the type of stuff that would be going on. I'd be like,
Officer, I swear I had nothing. Are
One
you
time-
sure? I had 2 kombuchas.
I got drunk. I got in a street fight. I'll tell you one thing why I love having Mike as a friend. No matter what's going on in my life, he's going to make you feel better about it. Dude, So I had a bit of a drinking problem a few years ago, and I got in a fist fight in Times Square. Just picked a fight with somebody. I'm pretty sure it was the wrong guy.
Definitely the worst place to get into a fight.
Yeah.
So him and his friends kind of beat me up. I don't remember much of it. I had a black eye. Remember, I still got a scar. And I was like, man, dude, I was like, Mike, you ever have a black eye? He's like, oh, are you kidding me? When I was drinking every other week.
Oh yeah. Every year. I
When didn't I have a black eye?
He's always got two. He's like, one's turning yellow, healing up. The other one's fresh and black.
You know what I'm pissed about too, because of my skin complexion. When I get a black eye, when you walk in the room, like, yo, like I see these other people like boxers. They got like nice tan skin. Nobody cares. I look like I got hit by a train. It's all messed up.
Dude, there was I don't think I've ever had a black, maybe once or twice when I was younger, but I remember in college, it was like, if you got a black eye, it was like a cool thing to do. And then there was a time, you turn an age where it's like no longer acceptable to show up somewhere with a black eye.
Yeah, it's about 30. Like when
I think it's way younger than 30. I think it's like 24.
Nah, no, 24
I think you're
still.
expected at 24.
24,
like,
I
this
was-
kid's
yeah.
tough.
Well,
Yeah.
like if you show up to a college class, like you're a finance major, you show up to a college class or like grad school with a black eye, people aren't going to say anything. You show up to Wall Street with a black eye at 24, people are going to be like, that guy's got a drinking problem.
Yeah, either that or you really screwed somebody good. Good job.
Be like, did you get jumped last night? No, I actually drank too many Zimas and got into a fist fight with a homeless person.
I
I
told
haven't
you,
heard about
game
Zimas
stuff.
in a long time. That was one of my first drinks.
Was it?
Yeah, Zimas came out back in the 90s. They were like the first of that non-beer drinks that you could slam as a kid.
Oh, yeah, now it's White Claws.
Yeah, White Claws. I'm glad those aren't around. Those are like water, dude.
Oh, they're great.
I remember when I was in school, it was everybody wanted to be shot. That was a huge thing. Like they were
Shot?
like, yeah,
Gunshots.
one kid like got shot and he was instantly the coolest kid in school. So everybody was like trying to, what they started doing? They were taking car cigarette lighters, and they were just burning themselves and being like, yeah, I got hit for real.
Dude, how old is this?
Like third grade. I went to school in a very rough neighborhood.
Well, yeah, for the people at home, didn't you grow up
Youngstown.
in Youngstown or Youngstown
Yeah,
area?
Youngstown, Ohio. So, yeah, kid got shot and he lived, and all the girls loved him. They were all flirting with him. And then next thing you know, everybody started getting shot. Dude, I was freaking out. I was like, dude, this is crazy. I didn't know it was a cigarette lighter. I'd be walking home terrified. Like 9 kids got shot last night. I'd be telling my parents, they thought I was crazy. They're like, what are you talking about?
Dude.
And then we found out it was a cigarette lighter. One kid went way over. He came in. He looked like a Target bag. He's like, I got shot 19 times. Dude, he had burns everywhere. One on his forehead.
Yeah, I got...
Oh, what a dumbass. He's like, yo, I got shot in the head,
Yeah,
dog.
19 times. One of them was a headshot. Didn't even have to go to the hospital.
Yeah. Didn't even miss a day of school.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's so
That's
funny.
funny. It
What was
does go to show like how when you're a kid, you really do want what everyone else is into.
That's crazy.
You become a follower.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in Youngstown? It was a tough place growing up.
I'd say you get in some fights. Like, I had some situations. I had a fight where, I think I talked about it on the last podcast.
With the,
my dad brought me to the kid's house. Sometimes you just got to fight. I had to fight my cousin all the time. You couldn't fight. And my dad would be like, you're helping him out. And I just used to beat him up. The kid's real terrified now, stuff. He don't leave his house. His dad thought he could make him tougher. Everywhere we went, he'd have him fight people and get beat up all the time, my buddy Carl.
Dude, what a nightmare that is.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
I used to see him just getting punched in the head. His dad would be like, you can get through it.
We find out years later, be like, yeah, he was severely autistic. He has like a kid just getting beat.
Something
Just
was
like he's so
definitely...
nervous all the time. You know what? He got to get more fights in him.
I'll tell you, something was definitely wrong with the kid. When we were about 22 years old, he goes up to a cop and goes, yeah, this guy just ripped me off. I tried to buy an ounce of weed off him. He never gave it to me. Dude went right up to a cop, shows him the drug dealer's house. He lives right here. He's selling dope. Screwed me on an ounce. Dude, I was sitting right there like, is he for real right now?
Oh, my God.
I remember a girl, there's some people that don't know like the game. That'll like pop in. This girl tried to buy bud off like a friend of mine or someone I knew. And dude, she tried to pay, this is like high school, she tried to pay him with a check, like her dad's check. Like, dude, no checks for weed.
How many people did Kerrigan rip off growing up?
Oh, I wasn't a ripoff.
Kerrigan
I
and
wasn't a
his
ripoff
friends.
guy. Dude, my friend wasn't a rip-off guy either.
Listen, if you're benefiting, though, if you're ripping people off and then they're buying beer for you with the rip-off money, you are part of the rip-off crew.
No. My friend who was dealing weed was giving you over 3.5 because he was shit-faced at parties, and he wouldn't... I used to always tell him, like, pre-break it up, but he was worried about getting that charge. Back in the day, like, if you had all your bags broken up, you get distributing. So he'd have an ounce or a quarter pound. People like, yo, break me an eighth. Shit-faced, just grabbing fistfuls of bud, throwing it. It was swag. You know, that garbage bud? But yeah that's how he used to roll. The guy who was ripping people off for beer was Jake. I had nothing to do with that. But if you were at his house on a Friday night, he lived in a complex, so there was 3. He had a 3rd-story porch. So you'd be and the kid was always chill. Like, he'd be smoking a butt. Three cars of kids older than us would roll up, peel up. Yo, we're going to kill you. He'd just be smoking his butt like, hey, man, I don't know what you're talking. But then we'd have to sneak out of his house to get out that night because people are out front waiting to jump him.
Ready for blood.
Yeah. It was a buck of brew. That was his, his
yeah.
thing. He
We
walked in the
talked
party,
about
buck of brew. Give me a buck of brew.
Sounds like a Boston thing.
Yeah.
I used to work with this guy and his son, and they would go after work. They would go buy. They'd give me a ride, so I had to go with them. They would buy weed off of his, like, you know, his niece or something. Like, this guy's niece, her boyfriend was a drug dealer, and she would just be bagging it up. He'd always be out in the street or something. And I remember she gives him, pulls out a 20. He buys a 20 worth, which isn't much bud, like a gram or something. And she hands him this fat bag. Like, you're like, well, this is like 3 times the amount. And he takes it. He doesn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, we show up the next day. Her eyes busted, dude. Her lip. I swear on everything. Like 3 days later, maybe. And she comes out like, I got to make sure I weigh this out right. She goes, for
my
real.
God.
She's like, does this look right? And dude, the guy's dad's like, nah, I think it's a little more than that normally. I couldn't believe I'm like, bro.
What a heartless guy.
Yo.
For a little bit of weed.
And that was his niece?
Yeah.
That's a...
Oh, dude, that's...
Hey, that's a bad guy. If that was... I would be like, oh...
Yeah.
Where is this person? We're going to go fucking kill him.
I'll tell you what, somebody did. And he got shot on Mother's Day.
Which? The guy
dude
who...
that used to beat her up.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. Hey, I love when justice is served on the Troublemakers
man.
podcast.
You can't be out here. You can't be hitting nobody. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, dude. That's... How'd that happen? You just...
I guess he was always screwing people over or something, always causing problems. And, you know, like I said, Youngstown, man, it's... People will kill you, man. It's like everybody's got guns there. It's like nothing, you know.
That's like the crazy switch in America from what we used to think back in the day. You'd be like New York, the major cities were dangerous. Now, when you're on tour doing comedy and you're in certain parts of Ohio, you pull into like a Night's Inn like I did, you're like, this is not safe. These areas, there's like pimps.
There was a couple places we went to. I'm like, yo, I can't wait to get out of this town.
Dude, remember when... This was like right when we started... I feel like we had like just kind of become friends through Artie when we stayed at that hotel.
You stayed at a hotel?
Me and you stayed at a hotel in Portland, Maine. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah, for the Maine Comedy Fest.
Dude,
what a
I was
scam.
so uncomfortable, dude. Kerrigan got there early. I got there a little bit later. I'm calling Kerrigan. I'm on the phone. I'm like, it's like midnight, 1 a.m. or something like that. I drove up from Boston. Kerrigan gets there first. I'm calling him. I'm like, I don't know the room number, so I'm just parked in this like motel, roadside motel parking lot. I'm like, this is such a sketchy area. I'm calling him. He's not picking up. Like 30 minutes, dude. I'm like, I guess I'm going to just have to sleep in my car. And then finally he calls me back. He's like, oh, hey, sorry. I was taking a nap. And I was like, what? Dude. And then I went in and he goes, you know what? Don't even pull down the covers. It's not worth it. Yeah, I was like, I got to see what's going on here. He goes, just sleep on top of the covers.
Yeah, I can sleep. I can sleep anywhere.
Yeah, he slept on the floor at all the hotels. It was me, Tommy, and
back
Mike. We only had
problems.
2 beds.
His back problems, dude.
They're all taken care of.
Oh yeah, the former guest, Big T, Big Tom Farrell,
yeah,
dude. He was a
dude.
great guest, man.
He's
ripped
cool,
it up.
man. We were eating good. We had fun on the road, man.
Oh, yeah. We had a blast. If we were doing another tour, like, say it wasn't quite as much driving where we'd have more just hang time, it's a fun crew.
Right.
And we had fun.
yeah.
Remember, he's eating those weird peanuts. He's making a mess everywhere.
Yeah.
These, like, boiled peanuts and wherever we were in, like, the mountains of, like...
Everybody was lined up to buy stuff off him afterwards.
He was talking about that. That's crazy. People just want to buy edibles, want to buy merch.
Oh, those edibles are no joke he sells either.
I would never. He was telling some stories about, have you ever taken too much of an edible?
Yeah, but I've always kind of been fine on the edibles. Like they never bothered me too much to where I was too whacked out. I'll tell you what, he gave me some mushrooms though, a few bags of mushrooms, and I went to a party to his place, and there was like asking everybody for mushrooms all night. It's time to leave.
Yeah.
Nobody had them for me. Then they all come through at the same time. Dude, I had a fat zip of mushrooms, dude. Whole summer's worth. And I didn't realize they're different strengths, so I'm eating like 3 of one kind, and I'm cool. I'm like, I'm normal on them. I could communicate with people. And then I get to the next bag, and I'm thinking they're all the same strengths. These ones were even smaller, so I'm thinking, they're probably weaker. I had 3 of them whacked, dude. Like, not even on planet Earth no more.
Oh, my God.
I was telling Mike, and he knew about them, the blue mushrooms.
Penis envy mushrooms.
Right.
It's like, dude.
Dude, I never even knew you could get this whacked out on mushrooms. And I had to go to work. I'm building an IKEA dresser. And I'm telling you, dude, the screws are bending. The girl opened up the door. She's like, something about your face. I don't feel comfortable, dude. I was like... She kept asking me if I'm all right.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I looked in the mirror. I'm like, I just geeked, man.
It's like
I'm smacking stuff. I thought I seen bugs. I'm like, can you put your cat away? She's like, I don't have one. I said, I apologize. I'm sorry it took so many hours. Dude, I close out the bill. Building a dresser is supposed to take an hour and a half. And I'm there. It's getting dark out. And I'm like, I'll take time off. I'm sorry it took all day. She's like, you were here 1 hour, dude.
Oh, man.
Felt like I was there 6 hours, dude.
Oh.
Can you imagine her story? She tells that story to people. She doesn't use that service anymore because of you.
I was never so whacked.
Dude, she has no idea that it's mushrooms either. She probably thinks it's much worse.
Just like on heroin and crack at the same time.
Dude, I was whacked.
I can only imagine.
I threw them all away. I never did hallucinogen sense. And the thing about mushrooms is you're poisoning yourself. So you got to really want that buzz for the stomach flu. You're like, okay, I know I'm going to get
That's what
sick.
it gives you? It makes you sick?
Oh, yeah. You get like diarrhea every day. I was doing them for almost a whole summer. It was like.
There are people who microdose now. They take them, a lot of these like Wall Street guys, they'll take them every day.
Yeah. You don't trip.
It's just microdosing, right?
Yeah, it's like I guess I was kind of doing that too. It's almost like smoking.
Yeah, weed. Are you smoking weed now, too?
I don't really.
I don't really like to talk about it.
It's around. It's always around. I don't even know if anything's weed anymore, to be honest with
Mike's
you.
back on weed. He's been smoking weed.
No, I'll be back off in a week or two.
That's what you've been saying for 3 weeks now. You know why he went back on?
COVID.
Yeah, COVID
You got to get that shot, dude. I don't blame you.
For a respiratory illness. He was like, you know what's going to help me? Medical grade marijuana.
Yeah. It helped. I'll tell you what, when I'm sick and you're miserable, there is something to be like, I don't give a shit no more.
Yeah, and it made me, I got that insane hunger that forced me to go to the supermarket and buy fruit. So then I'm just eating fruit.
Fresh
and that
bag
made
of
me feel
peaches.
good.
That's a thing, too.
So good.
You can't really diet and be a smoker because I didn't know this. Weed's main design is to help people that don't have an appetite.
Yeah.
I don't know about some of the stuff they claim that it does, but 100% there's nothing like it for appetite gain, to give you your appetite back. Like when you have, because I had a buddy who had cancer in Cali, and they were giving him the fake, this is before weed was legal, they were giving him the pill. It's synthetic marijuana.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Marinol or something. He's like, it's trash. Got him I got him some purple kush, hit it immediately. The kid he was terminal cancer, so it didn't really matter.
Right.
But dude, he was partying. He came in, he was slumped, his girlfriend, he was all done, hit the weed. He's like, yo man, go to the store, get the 40s. Now, normally if you had cancer, I wouldn't go, but this kid was terminal anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, you got to enjoy it.
He had a blast.
I'll tell you what, dude, that's what it was like. I'm not against weed because it opens up so many doors in a way in comedy. Like Norm, he was smoking a ton of weed, and that has to be why. He had terminal cancer.
Yeah, because he was not, if I'm not mistaken,
Makes sense.
Norm was not a weed guy as a young comic. You know, like how some comics are always, they smoking, right? I think Norm may have been a drinker, gambler for sure.
Oh, yeah,
I think he was more that
gambler for
route.
sure.
Like he wasn't like the weed guy, and then later years, like when you met him, which is, by the people who are watching, Dom opened up for Norm for how many nights? 3 nights?
8.
And for the non-comedy
eight
people, that's
shows.
Norm Macdonald.
Norm
The
Macdonald.
only Norm, but
Man,
Norm Macdonald. Yeah.
And I wish I would have talked to him. One, everybody was so stoned.
You weren't talking to him?
room. I sat there and looked at the floor for a big piece of it. I could have talked to him more, but it's like, you know, everybody's in his face. They're all talking to him. Everybody's smoking weed. And people knew other comics would show up, and they'd be like, hey, I'm here to see Norm. And the club was a little bit like, you know, when they have a bigger star like that, they don't just let anybody back. And people would be like, no, tell him I got the good weed. They'd be coming back, dude. All these people smoking. And he'd just be telling us all these old stories about Rodney, like coming down.
What was he saying?
One thing he told me after a show once, he goes, Rodney gave us all this advice. And he goes, I'm going to give it to you now. He goes, a lot of young comics take way too many liberties with the audience. And I didn't ask him, like, what do you mean? Because I just did a set of, like, 50% new material. So I have a feeling I know what he meant. I didn't have the material I needed to really open for him. I had a lot of hood jokes. I used to open up for a lot of black comics. And Norm's fans, they love just good, solid jokes.
Yeah, they want, like, a written style.
They want jokes. I was all up there like, yo, look at this dude, hat, dope. The audience is looking at me strange. But by the end of the thing, I started realizing joke.
Dude, that's crazy, though. Just to be in a room with him and get to just spend time with him would have been unbelievable.
I wish I would have asked him his process on writing jokes or something like that. But there was never no one-on-one time.
Just a bunch of dudes getting high.
Some thirsty comics, man. Like, oh, what, can I open for you this day? That he'd be like, look, can you give me 1 second? I'm about to go on stage. I wanted to push one dude out. I'll never forget. Norm physically ran away from the guy after the show. God. He's like, I need a minute. And he started running. The dude wouldn't. The dude, he's right here. He's like, no, tomorrow, next Tuesday. You told me last week. And it's just, bro, leave me.
Where was this? Ohio?
No, this was in New York, Carolines.
Oh, wow. Oh, dude, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine the people who are showing up to Carolines. To be
this was before COVID. This was such a big thing. Yeah, and then the COVID came and wiped, and then obviously Norm passed, but it wiped, because that was a great trajectory.
Yeah.
You're opening for Norm, and then boom. But it's cool that you got to meet Norm, because after the COVID, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm so happy I just got that for the rest of my life. And the one thing I take from that, when I meet, like, celebrities now, one, like, you know, I realize now how human they are. They're just, like, real people. Nothing's...
regular dudes.
Yeah, whenever you see a celebrity just talking about some regular shit, like, you know, some regular-ass stuff, you're just like, oh, this dude's human just like us. Like...
Dude, I just got my hair cut, and the barber, this guy I just met, and he was telling me he used to cut hair on Long Island. And he's cutting this dude's hair, and everybody's like fawning over him. Everyone's like, oh my God, oh, look. And he notices. And then after the guy gets his hair cut and he leaves, they come over and they're like, dude, do you know who that was? And he's like, no. And he goes, that's Robert Downey Jr. And he's like, Iron Man, dude. This was in like the height of Iron Man. He's cutting Robert Downey Jr.'s hair. And then the guy, like, he kept coming back in. He cut his hair like 4 or 5 times. And then the second time he came in, he's like, dude, what? They were having a great conversation. He was just treating him like a normal dude. And then he was like, why didn't you tell me you were Iron Man? And he was like, oh, you know, I didn't, you know. And he's just like a normal guy. If people treat you like, if you treat a celebrity like a normal person, they are just so happy about it, I bet.
Yeah, the most normal celebrity, I used to see him all the time, was the dude from The Matrix, Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I've heard.
Upper West Side, people don't bother him. And he's just everywhere. Dude, I seen him on the train. Like, the dude is so normal.
There's a video of him. He's like everybody loves him. He's like a guy nobody hates, giving up his seat for an older woman on the subway. And it's like that blew up, made him like even more popular. Everything you see about him, everyone's like, what a good guy.
And when women see that, they love it.
Oh, yeah.
And the truth is, it's all another fraud because, okay, if I gave my seat up or anyone normal, they don't give a hoot. They're like, oh, it's Keanu. Yeah, because he's a billionaire.
Well,
also.
There's that, and you're definitely real white. There's something about Keanu where it's like, first off, his name's Keanu. He's probably not the white devil like us three.
Yeah, you don't know what that is.
Hey, don't include me in the white devil talk, dude. I mean, listen, I'm a fucking angel over here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's not hated by mass.
Dude, we're not. That's just the way they perceive us. Right. We don't perceive ourselves.
It's society.
Listen, Mike, anybody who listens to this podcast, you're not helping your cause.
With what?
You come on here and you're like, oh, these fucking broads, you know, they just hate me.
No, they don't hate me.
You know what I seen though? Dude, just walking here, I'll tell you, honestly, I was just walking here. 3 white girls. I don't know if they meant this to mess with me, maybe a TikTok video, or maybe this is just their everyday life. They're walking by me and they're like, yeah, like, ooh, I can't believe somebody even date a white guy. That's what I heard them say.
Yeah, they were the only race that you watch in videos when they're like, they'll just go, what's a red flag in a man? And like, they'll do it and they giggle after. They giggle after. They go, being white. I've had so many women like I was barking for shows or something, and I'd go, hey, do you want to come to the comedy show? And this is what the girl would say to me. And they say it so arrogant and confident. They go, sorry, I only go to shows for women and people of color. Okay, reverse that statement. A woman's barking, asked me to go to a show, be like, sorry, I only go for men and white people. You know? It's straight up racism. Sorry, ladies, you're racist.
Yeah, she was like, who would date a white guy? They're soft. Like,
oh, yeah, there's no limit to what they'll say, too.
Right, what do you mean we're soft?
Hey, listen, you know who started every war in the history of humanity? Almost.
People in Guatemala.
Straight white men, baby.
That's not true. That's so not true.
World War I, World War II.
I mean, but these aren't
all
every war.
whiteys.
You got to look at China. There was some
yeah, you
huge
think
wars.
Genghis Khan, that's not, you know.
Look at some, I'm sure there's, where the rape capital of the world was.
Congo.
Yeah,
That's
cut it.
Congo.
Cut it out, baby. Cut that. Clip it.
Yeah, as long as, we don't care that you're, you know,
everybody wars.
overtaking governments.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Where do we go from there, huh?
No, but the thing is, I mean, there's been wars, you know, Sun Tzu.
Never heard of that one. Where's that?
That's like, I don't know, some book that I never read.
Well, I saw something about Genghis Khan, I guess, like destroyed so many cultures that there's something like Genghis Khan's like DNA is in like some crazy high percentage of like almost like everybody. Like almost everybody in the world can trace some sort of percentage of their DNA back to Genghis Khan because he was like conquering and just like pillaging and raping so many people.
Wasn't that the thing to be a good leader? You had to just get everybody pregnant. That was one of the things they would say, like, yo, you got to just bring your girlfriend. You know, the king wants to have a baby with your wife.
Not
Can
good.
you imagine living in those times?
Not good.
Just like, you know, Jesus, God and Jesus.
What do you mean?
Just, you know, God was like, hey, Joseph, I'm taking your wife.
A little bit. Little bit different.
No, I would say virtually the same as Genghis Khan. Just coming down here, being like,
Disagree.
You're taking my wife. Here, I'm taking her, and you got to be okay with it.
Totally different. Totally different.
I mean,
Why is it different?
Genghis Khan was, first of all, I don't even want to get into comparisons here. There's no comparison here to that.
No, Mike, get into the comparisons. How is Genghis Khan and God different in that, you know?
Because God is God. Genghis Khan was a man, a mere mortal.
Yeah, so you'd think that, you know, God is a little more out of pocket for that behavior than
That's
Genghis
because
Khan was.
you don't understand the functionalities here of any of it.
Of course I do.
Of course you
What I don't
don't.
understand.
I
You went
like
to
how in
Catholic
all
school.
this, nobody's bringing up the fact that women weren't treated like people. You know, forget that they weren't treated like people. When did that? That's like in the past 20 years, women started getting treated like people.
I think they're always treated
I
like
My
think
grandmother
right
used to
around,
have to.
right around Prohibition when rights to vote, and then like that started it, I think.
Dude, in the 40s.
It's still bad in the 50s. You watch Mad Men?
My grandmother used to have to go around all day and collect cigarette butts and give it to her older brothers. Like that's what she did.
in this
I
country.
think that might just be sibling behavior, not
Is that in this country or in the old country?
I think that was in the old country.
Italy.
Yeah.
Did you ever visit?
No, I want to go. Our family has a beach there, and I've been meeting all these boats I work on are built by Italians. Everybody that runs them all from Italy. Everybody, I say, yeah, we got a beach, Leonelli Beach. They're like, wait, that's your family? I'm like, yeah. They start treating me different. They're like, yo, they're like, I'm surprised you don't move there and live with them. And it's like, we have a beach named after us. We have a big clothing line over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you
gotta
doing?
go
They
there.
probably, all these people you meet on these ships are like, what are you doing here?
Right. And they're stuck on there. I would go. I mean, the ticket, though, is like $3,000.
To go to Italy now?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
well, you
probably
couldn't
crazy.
you couldn't have picked like a really a worse travel time than now. Like everything's jacked up everywhere.
Right.
Rental cars. When you try to rent a car now in another country, it's all hiked up.
Someone just got me with a rental car. I almost took a rental car to go see this girl like 3 hours away in Rhode Island, and yeah, the Amtrak was like $150 to
So
take
expensive.
it.
You
So
gotta go the bus.
yeah, I was looking into the bus. The thing with the bus is the last runs at like 9:30 at night, and I'm not trying to stay the night over this girl's house. I don't like her that much. I just want to put my hands in her mouth. But, you know.
What part of Rhode Island is she in?
I just said that because it's funny. Where we went, she was at the show. That girl,
Providence.
remember? Yeah.
Providence, yeah.
So anyways, the rental car guy.
Did you see her? Did you meet her, Michael?
Yeah, but
You
you know
remember
me. I
the
don't
girl.
remember. But I do remember meeting people at that night.
What do you call? Anyways, you know, the rental car place. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I got you, man. Come pick it up. It's like, I don't know what some of these scammers try to do where they think you're just going to be okay with it. I'm like, okay, so over the phone, I'm like, oh, that seems very cheap. 120. Now that's everything. The insurance. Yeah, I tell you, you worry too much. Come on in, just sign. I got you. I'll take care of you. And dude, I get there. So I said, are you sure it's $122 or whatever? And I show up. And of course, it's like $400. And I'm like, what's this about? He goes, estimate. It's an estimatation. I'm like, dude, what part? I said, dude, I asked you 5 times. I came all the way here to Queens to rent this car. I'm like, dude, now I'm mad. Like, yeah, I know I spoke to you on the phone. He's like, no, it's estimate. Adjust. He's like, I'll take it down 80. I'm like, dude, it's still $400. Like from $122.
That's crazy.
Wasted a day.
What'd you do?
I didn't go. I said, hey, I can't go. She's like, never call. This girl got mad. She goes, no, I have a big problem with getting stood up, so we're done. That's what she said. She's like, I got separation anxiety issues. My father left me. He was supposed to come. I just hung up on her.
Hey.
And then me and my buddy got drunk. We started pranking her.
Stop, dude. That's hey, we want to start doing pranks on the pod. We want to start busting out prank phone calls.
I'll give you her number.
Yeah. It'll be all Dom's exes. We just prank all Dom's exes.
It's a long list.
Yeah.
Hey, hi. My name's John Goldenfeld. I'm calling from the Manhattan Coroner's Office. We have Dominic Leonelli on the table right now. He gave us your last words, and in his phone it said, "Please call Bethany. I love her."
Yeah.
And tell her that baby might be mine.
Have you ever had a pregnancy scare with a lady?
Yeah, with a girl named Bethany. That's what
Really?
made me think of it. Maybe we'll X out Bethany. I had a pregnancy scare with a girl named Meh. All she said was, I said, listen, I want to know, tell me the truth. Everybody's telling me you're telling me you have my baby. And she goes, no. She starts giving me some story about she had a miscarriage and got pregnant again immediately after. So the months still line up. She's like, yeah, and this baby was 2 months early because it was exactly 9 months after we hooked up. And
she had the baby?
Yeah, and I kept telling her, I don't want to have kids, this and that. You're on birth control, this, And she's like, I don't want to have kids either. And she has this baby. I was like, look, should we get a DNA test? Like, she's married, too. She cheated on her husband.
With you?
I didn't know she was married, yeah. And her name wasn't Bethany. I just made that up, by the way, if somebody's listening to this. But, and no, but she, what do you call it? She goes, look, all that matters is I got my curly hair baby that I wanted. That's what she said. Because I was wondering why she just met me and hooked up with me quick.
My God.
That's wild.
Dude. So you might have a child.
I don't think so.
Out in the world. Dude, we're going to see a picture. It's just got that fucking forehead, that curly hair.
That's what it is.
That bone structure.
For months, I was looking like, does this baby got the same dumb look on its face as me? But you know what I realized? Every baby has a dumb. After years of looking at girls.
We're going to look at this after. This is quite a fucking podcast.
This could be a controversy. We
dude.
might be getting some emails on this one. Like, he owes me
my God.
25 years of child support.
Well, the thing is, you got to really prove to girls you're broke, and they really won't bother you too much. Actually, ask them for a little bit of money. Be like, I'm kind of hurting. Can you give me $8 for the ride I took over here? And they won't.
Where
try
does
to
this
have
person
kids
live?
with you.
In Ohio?
No.
Or New York?
No, I don't even know. I met her on vacation.
Oh, God. You friends on social media?
No, she's got me blocked on everything.
Probably because the baby looks exactly
I
like
tried
you.
finding her to see what the baby looks like.
Dude. That would give me so much anxiety. I would have to know.
It used to, but it's like, what? If worse comes to worse, I'm going to have some half-grown kids show up at my doorstep. It's not my fault. It's like, I'd be a good father. I'd be like, yeah, I do what I got to do. But I think there's something to be said about, you shouldn't, if the mother does that to you, it's bad because it's going to look bad on the father. That little child, who, if it's a boy or a girl, they're going to be like, you were never in my life. And I actually tried. I was like, listen, we got to do something about this.
Oh my God.
She's like, no. She goes, I don't want nothing to do with you.
I'm married.
Right.
Please leave me alone.
She's like, yeah, I don't want nothing to do with you. It's a miracle. I got my curly hair baby.
Yeah, I believe that because I had a
yeah,
girl.
it's just she's blonde, her husband's blonde, and all of a sudden they
all
got
got straight
an
hair.
Italian brunette.
Yeah.
I used to go to this 7-Eleven back when I lived in Boston. There was a girl that she was into me. She was like, she had a ton of
Of course,
kids.
at the 7-Eleven.
Funny
dude.
already.
Yeah, ton of kids. You know what I mean? They were
yeah.
all
I
different.
know the type.
All different dads. So she had all these different shades of kids. And I walked in one night and she grabbed me by the hair and she goes, "I want this. I want this baby." Like she picked me because she dyed her hair blonde. Yeah, she touched my hair and she goes, "I want this," and gave me a look. Like,
Did anything ever happen?
no, I came by one night and she was with another guy and they were eating. She was a bigger woman, which I'm cool with. And she was like buried in a KFC bucket. And I was like, they had 2 buckets. They had a bucket each, and I was like, I can't hang with this.
Yeah. If there was 3 buckets, you would have known.
Yeah, that was for me.
They're waiting for you.
Yeah, I'll bang your wife, but I'm not going to share chicken with her.
Believe me, she was not married. She was absolutely not married.
I know
my
you're
God.
into some weird shit. You told me once, right? You like girls that don't shave their armpits.
Oh, no, I don't care if they shave. The thing is, I like the look, hate the personality. You know,
Oh,
most of
yeah.
those girls, they're so anti, dude, look at me. I'm the guy on their poster of, like, they got a dartboard. They're like, that's the guy.
Right.
The corruption about women, and I love you guys, is,
I don't think you do.
yeah, well, no, it's a love. You got to give them, you got to strengthen through the, whatever. Get
I
to
like the
point.
traits of, like, I like the whole thing about the woman. I like the shaved armpits. I like when they smell good. I mean, it's not like I'm saying all you women have to do that, but I know there's some women that gotta like it. Like, they're into it still. I'm sure maybe they mind shaving their armpits,
I don't
but
care what they do.
No, I think most people like to. There are societal norms that people are trying to fall away from in like cities like LA and New York City. But there are societal norms that most people, men and women, like, dude, if I'm just not wearing deodorant and I don't ever get my hair cut and I don't keep like my beard trimmed, like, yeah, dude, people, I wouldn't like that for myself.
Right.
You look bad. You smell bad, man or woman, dude. If you're not keeping good hygiene behavior, gross.
and shaving your armpit, I mean, I don't know if that's like bad hygiene, but
No, it's not. But again, it's like a societal norm, I think.
yeah. And it's just what you're into too. Like if I'm dating you, I'm taking you to get your toenails done. I like that shit.
I don't mind the
Dude,
toenails.
I want to get
but
a pedicure. I'm going on vacation in like 2 weeks. I want to get a pedicure. You guys want to get pedicures after
Nah,
this?
dude, you're shaving your
Together?
chest, getting pedicures.
No, that's something you do in
Dye your
shame by
mustache.
yourself.
Hey, we gotta come up with things once we start a Patreon and we start, like, if we hit 1,000 subscribers on Patreon, we'll get a pedicure. What would be the number of Patreon subscribers for you to break your sobriety?
Oh, I'm
Nah,
never break
dude,
it.
you can't break it
10,000
forever.
10,000
Mike would go to
Patreon
jail for
subscribers?
murder.
Never.
That's probably
This
true.
dude
Yeah.
blacks out.
Yeah, it's just like we hit 10,000 next episode. Well, we had a Makers on the pod, and now Mike will no longer be
This is the
with
second
me on the pod.
This is the second time that good buddies of mine have tried to make an event of me not when I
No,
dude,
I would
when
never. I would never seriously do that. But I just wanted to hear you have an answer.
Dude, when I first quit drinking, my friends had a pool. I didn't know about it. I knew they were all rooting against me, but they had a pool. So one of my friends who was involved in the pool, he had money that I would break my sobriety. We were at a strip club, which was obviously his idea. This kid loves strip clubs.
You're telling me this.
Yeah, and he, I had at the time I was drinking like non-alcoholic beers. Just when you're at a strip club, you gotta buy something like that. And dude, he switch-a-marooed the drinks when we were doing something, so that I swigged the beer. And I remember looking in his eyes, and all he cared, he's like, "Oh, that was my fault." And I could just see he didn't give a shit. But it didn't work.
I don't want you to break. I
No,
feel
I mean,
bad.
it's not even-
I will say that
not even
that
question.
was I would never want you to break your sobriety because of what the monster that it would turn you into. But no, I would just like to hear the number that it would take on Patreon of subscribers if they wanted to see it. You don't have a number, which is good.
I think
Hold strong.
I think looking
Hold
back
fast.
as someone who used to drink, even if drinking is for when you're young, like as you get older, for me, it's like body can't take.
It's true. My
Unless you're like a
hangovers are
1-2
bad.
drinker,
Real
those
bad.
people that have one drink, like dude, your body, you're lucky you can take it when you're young.
See, I'm used to it at this point. I feel a little bit of a hangover, but my thing is when I quit for like 6 months, then I do it. Then I'm like, oh, but right now, dude, I could get smacked and wake up. I'll sleep until 2, but I feel completely the same every day. The same level of shit. That's how I feel. I forgot what it's like to wake up and feel good.
That's
you know when
so
you want
funny.
to get out of bed and
Yeah.
brush your teeth? I don't know that feeling. Like right now, I'm like, I gotta.
It's just the same every night.
Yeah, it's like I gotta wash my face. Like, you know.
Dude, we're at we just surpassed an hour. That was super quick.
Cool.
You got anything else? We got time for like one more if you got something. No pressure.
What do I got? I can't think of nothing, to be honest with you.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, I know. I don't think we should do if we were to do a pedicure, we would have to pay the people all the money we made on Patreon to mess with my toenails. Look like chalk.
Really?
Like, dude, they're so rotted. I washed cars my whole life. I got a level with athlete. Like, it's not even athlete's foot. It's just. I remember a doctor told me once. He goes, to fix that, have to eliminate your toenails.
Oh man.
You know,
Oh, dude.
I washed cars. My feet were wet since I was a kid. My whole life.
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, I got to get a pedicure before I get going.
What do your feet look like? Are they normal?
Yeah, they're normal, but like they got,
ain't all white and green and shit.
No, white and green.
Shit all chalked up.
Is that what yours are?
yeah. Dude,
Oh,
that
brutal,
shit don't
man.
look good.
Yeah, but I do want to get like my feet like, get like the summer dead skin off and stuff.
You got to go to one of those places. They got fish that eat the dead skin off.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Your feet will come off shiny. Where you going
Really?
to vacation at?
Hawaii.
Dude, they probably got them
there.
tanks out
They got
there.
it out there.
Maybe I'll do it out there too.
Baby piranhas, man.
Dude,
They're
I'd love to
gonna
see a
Hawaii.
video of you trying to surf.
I bet I could do it, dude. I'm super coordinated.
It's
Are you kidding me?
so much harder than
Dude,
you
I'm
think.
fun.
so
I
coordinated.
surf.
I used to longboard. I used to skateboard,
Okay.
rollerblade, ski.
All right.
I ski. Yeah,
I'll
dude,
tell you
I
what.
bet I'd be great at it.
There's no other feeling in the world like surfing.
Oh,
Really?
it looks cool.
Yeah, you're just gliding, man. I only did it a couple times in my life. Took me all day to even pop one decent wave. Like
That's like a
8
good
hours.
thing.
Still
though.
good though. You've figured it out. That's
Yeah,
good.
It
it's
ain't
just all
easy.
about the pop up and not being afraid.
Yeah.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's you got to get out there.
Do
in
you
that water.
Do you know how to swim?
I could swim as long as the tide's going towards the beach, bro. I get worried when the tide's going away.
Oh yeah, you can't
yeah,
panic.
I
That's
could
the key
swim,
because
too.
it'll drain your energy,
Yeah.
sucking you out.
Bahamas, I think it goes away.
It's depends on the time of day.
Yeah. Damn. Well, hey, have fun on your cruises, dude.
Thanks, man.
I
we might
can't
be
wait to
seeing
have
each
more
other. Oh, you're
stories.
in Hawaii. I'm in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah, not close at all.
Yeah.
But, dude, tell the people where they can find you, where they can follow you. There, wherever.
Everything's at Dominic Leonelli, you guys. Everything Dominic Leonelli. Just look it up. Website, YouTube, Instagram, Dominic Leonelli. That's all. Patreon, OnlyFans, all of it. Got you guys.
Oh yeah, dude. Thanks for being here, Michael.
Yeah, Mike T. Kerrigan, Instagram, hit me up.
Dylan Krasinski on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and Troublemakers on YouTube. Guys, we're out every Wednesday. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next week, baby. Go follow Dom. Good night.